Okay, next topic, application of pH in our daily life. We already discussed two applications about our tooth decay and digestive system. Then coming to the next one, plants and animals are sensitive to pH changes. Okay, let us discuss. The first one, pH of soil or soil pH. As we know that plants grows best when the soil is close to pH of soil is close to 7. By cultivating crops, by adding so many chemical manures, insecticides, pesticides, right, whatever, what happened, there will be change in the pH of the soil. Plants grow very well in case of pH of soil is close to 7, due to adding manures, due to using chemical fertilizers, liquid chemicals, chemical manures, rasayana mandulu, chemicals, then there will be a change in the pH of soil. If the soil is too acidic, if the soil is too basic, the plants grow badly or do not grow at all. To avoid such problem, we have to use some other substances to neutralize the pH of soil. If the soil is too acidic, the soil is too acidic, to reduce the pH of the soil, we have to use calcium oxide, which is called quicklime. Quicklime, slaked lime, calcium hydroxide, add chalk, calcium carbonate. So calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, calcium carbonate having a basic in nature. When we mix these, either calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, calcium carbonate to the soil, the pH of the soil is reduced. Lower the pH up to 7. Up to 7. So the soil pH is also affected by using chemical fertilizers in the fields. The pH of acidic soil can reach as low as 4 and that of the basic soil can go up to 8.3. Chemicals can be added to soil, adjust its pH and make it suitable for growing plants such as crops. In case of acidic nature, to reduce the pH, we use calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, calcium carbonate. Okay. In case if the soil is too basic, what we have to do? We use organic matter or the manure or we are mix some compost which contains acidic materials. Cow dungs in villages అయితే cow dungs, ఈ పేడ అంటాం తెలుగులో, డంగ్, దెన్ డ్రై లీవ్స్ ఇవన్నీ మిక్స్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, ఎరువుగా వాడతాం. న్యాచురల్ ఎరువు, ఆర్గానిక్ ఆర్గానిక్ ని యూజ్ చేస్తారు పల్లెటూరులో అయితే. పల్లెటూరులో అనుకోండి, ఫీల్డ్స్ పండేటువంటివి అంటే క్రాప్ పండించేది. సో నవేడేస్ లో ఏమవుతుందంటే, అవాయిడింగ్ యూజింగ్ కెమికల్ ఫర్టిలైజర్స్, యూజింగ్ ఆర్గానిక్ మెథడ్స్. ఆర్గానిక్ ఫార్మింగ్ ప్రజెంట్ కొంచెం మళ్ళీ ట్రెండ్లోకి వస్తుంది, మంచి ఉద్దేశం అవుతుంది. దెన్ హౌ వీ కెన్ నో ద సాయిల్ హ్యాస్ acidic nature or the basic nature? Simply take 2 grams of soil, take 2 grams of soil in a test tube, add 5 ml of water to it, then shake the mixture, filter it, then test the solution with the universal indicator. So based on the color which is identified, which is formed on the universal indicator, then we can identify the soil contain either acidic nature or the basic in nature. Acidic nature or basic in nature. So if the soil has acidic nature, we can reduce the acidity, by adding calcium hydroxide, calcium oxide, and calcium carbonate. If the soil has basic in nature, then we can add more organic matter, then basic nature reduces and become neutral. So in this way we are able to reduce the pH of soil and helps growing plants in correct manner. Then next one, pH change, pH change and survival of animals. The pH plays an important role in the survival of animals, including human beings. Our body works well within narrow pH range of 7 to 7.8. If due to some reason the pH range get disturbed in our body of a person, the mainly alignments can occur. Some problems will arise in our body, especially aquatic animals can survive in lake or river water within a narrow range of pH. So water much, we know that water has a neutral in nature, so helps to survive the aquatic animals like fishes. In case rainwater mixed with some acids, mixed with some acidic nature um, metal non-metal oxides like non-metal oxides like sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, nitrogen dioxide, or nitrous oxide. What will happen? These gases are released due to burning of fuels. These gases are mixed with rainwater and causes acid rain. Causes acid rain. The pH of acid rain is 5.6. When too much of acid rain can lower the pH of lake water or the rainwater to such an extent so that the survival of aquatic animals become very difficult. So to avoid such problem, we have to add calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate, then neutralize the acidic nature of water, then the aquatic animals are survive their life very comfortably. So this is plants and animals are sensitive to pH changes. Change in the pH of soil changes and alter the growth of plants. Change in the pH of lake water or the river water disturb the survival of aquatic animal life. So we need to change the pH. If the soil has a pH less than 4, then the nature of the soil is 4, acidic in nature. Then if the pH of the soil is 8 or 8.3 up to more than 8, then the soil has basic in nature. And soil has the basic nature or acidic nature, it affect the growth of plants, affect the growth of crops. In case of rainwater, in case of water, so aquatic animals are feel very difficulty to survive their life. So pH of soil and pH of water disturb the growth of plants and survival of aquatic animals. Right. Next, acids are also present on other plants. For example, the atmosphere of planet Venus is made up of thick white and yellowish clouds of sulfuric acid. So life cannot exist on the planet Venus. Next topic, self defense by animals and plants through chemical warfare. How? Let us know. Many animals and plants protect themselves from their enemies by injecting painful and irritating acids and bases into their skin. For example, when a honeybee stings a person, it injects an acid liquid into the skin, which causes immense pain and irritation. Right. For example, when a honeybee stings a person, it injects an acidic liquid into the skin, like methanoic acid, which causes immense pain and irritation. If the bee stings a person, then rubbing base like baking soda neutralizes the acidic liquid injected by the bee sting and cancel its effect. Similarly, when a wasp stings injects an alkaline liquid into the skin, so if a wasp stings person, then rubbing a mild acid like vinegar on the stung area of the skin gives relief. This is because being an acidic substance, vinegar neutralizes the alkaline liquid injected by the wasp sting and cancels its effect. Please, bee sting is acidic, whereas wasp sting is alkaline in nature. An ant sting inject methanoic acid, or also called formic acid, into the skin of a person, causing burning pain. Being acidic, an ant sting is can be neutralized by rubbing a mild base like baking soda on the affected area of the skin. So, whenever if the bees are inject the bees are sting in our body without getting any tension, immediately we have to take the baking soda, then powder baking soda, and you apply some add into some little water and make it as a paste. And when we apply this baking soda paste on the stung area, then we get relief. Then after, if it is serious, then immediately first of all we have to do the first aid with baking soda. After that we need to consult the doctor. It is the better thing. Like similarly, if the wasp is sting our body, then we need to rub the area with vinegar. Because of vinegar having a less sticky property. Then if it is serious condition, as usually we need to consult the doctor. Some cases, if the ants are stung, then we need to use the baking powder or baking soda also. See here, bee stings inject an acidic liquid in a person's skin, whereas wasp sting inject alkaline liquid into person's skin, causing immense pain. To get relief, if it is ant or the bee, use baking soda. If we wasp, we have to use vinegar. Similarly, let us observe the picture. The stinging hair of nettle plant leaves inject methanoic acid into the skin of person, causing burning pain. అంటే పల్లెటూళ్ళలో ఒక కైండ్ ఆఫ్ లేదా ఫారెస్ట్ లో కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ప్లాంట్స్ ఉంటాయి. వాటిని మనం టచ్ చేసినప్పుడు మనకు దురద వస్తుంది, ఇచ్చింగ్ సెన్సేషన్ వస్తుంటది. తెలుగులో అయితే దురదగుంటాకు అంటారు పల్లెటూళ్ళలో. ఎవరినైనా అంటే ఫన్ చేయాలి అన్నప్పుడు ఈ దురదగుంటాకును పూస్తారనమాట. రైట్, we can call dock plant also. Let us see. Plants are no better than animals. Some plants also give painful sting. For example, nettle, a wild herbaceous plant found in the jungles. Nettle leaves having stinging hair. When a person happen to touch the leaves of nettle plant accidentally, the stinging hair of nettle leaves inject methanoic acid of the skin of the person, causing burning pain. The nettle sting, being acidic, can be neutralized by rubbing with baking soda on the skin. Even if baking soda is not available, even nature itself has provided remedy for the nettle stings in the form of dock plant, in the form of dock plant. So traditional remedy for nettle leaf sting is rub the stung area of the skin the person with the leaf of dock plant, which often grows beside the nettle plant in the jungle. How nature is so beautiful. Huh? But the person for the human beings for their needs, we are damaging, we are destructing the nature. Actually, the leaves of dark plant contain some basic chemical in them neutralize the acidic sting of nettle plant leaves and get relief. So these are the applications of pH in our day-to-day life. pH in our digestive system, right? Let us see. Then pH changes in the cause of tooth decay, cause of tooth decay. Then how tooth decay starts, and we are using Colgate slightly basic or alkaline. It helps prevent tooth decay by neutralizing the excess of acid in our mouth. Then plants and animals are sensitive to pH changes, soil pH, plant growth. So these are all we already discussed. pH of change. Then these are the applications of pH in our day-to-day life.